Alright, welcome everybody to some Let's Play of this Crysis 3 beta thing that's going on. I'm Morgan from ProvenGamer.com, and let's jump right in. So, yeah, Crysis. You know, I actually didn't know this was going on until literally last night, this beta. I don't know how I missed it. I usually don't miss things like this. But I really liked Crysis 2. At least the single player portion. I never played much of the multiplayer. And you know, I just, you know, its nanosuit thing worked really well. The stealth and armor combo was really fun to play with. I'm actually gonna play Hunter because this is actually pretty cool game mode here. But like I said, like as far as oh wait, no, I didn't want to vote for the museum. I don't like that map. So there's two maps included in this beta, the airport and the museum, in two game modes. One is like a sort of team deathmatch, but there's like some small objectives thrown in. This one, you either start out as a hunter or an agent, I think, and the hunters have to hunt down the agents they use bows, they have constant stealth, and the agents are all suited up, and their goal is to not all get killed off in a certain amount of time to win. But anyways, so, oops, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I like Crysis 2 because its powers are really fun to play with, especially if you really learned how, like, if you really got good at it. The stealth was actually pretty fun. There were multiple paths, and you didn't have to kill everyone. And I also bought Crysis 1 when it was released for consoles. Digitally, and that is also pretty cool, but it's definitely aged. And from what I've played of this beta so far, it's pretty cool, but I haven't seen anything that's made me feel like I'm going to be playing this more than, you know, a couple days after I start playing it. You know, I mean, I'm probably going to end up playing this multiplayer for like a week at the most. And then just be done, you know. It's definitely made some changes. It's hard to say whether the changes they made with powers in the multiplayer in this beta also translate to the single player. But what we've seen so far is that the stealth, the invisibility, and the armor abilities are independent of each other now, meaning that. Oh, what's going on? I think it's a hunter near me. Meaning that, you can actually, using stealth lowers the stealth meter, not the armor meter. Using the armor meter has its own gauge. Oh, the hunter around! Okay, that's what that thing in the corner's for. Let me know if there's a hunter near me. Those hunters are nearly invisible, and there's no real way to see them coming unless you're paying attention to that sensor. So now I'm gonna respawn as a hunter, and now we're after them. Yeah, that's what I just explained. Cell operatives, that's what they're called. But you know, if you liked Crysis 2 multiplayer, then this definitely seems to be a better version of that, a more refined Crysis game. But I'm infinitely more interested in the single player of Crysis than the multiplayer. But I'm glad this has come around to actually see how the games evolved, just from a basic gameplay standpoint. And it's pretty likely that those same suit changes have carried over to the single player, and I hope they do, because I think it's pretty cool having the powers independent of each other. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. It comes out next month, early in March, I believe. So that was one round. There's 5 rounds. I guess we're just gonna keep playing. We're gonna start as a hunter this time. Hopefully I'll get a kill. So this bow, pretty powerful. As long as you I think as long as you fully pull back, you can kill any of them from any distance with one shot. You know, it almost seems like a little unfair with how invisible you actually are in this game. like this, and the fact that I can just, you know, sprint around and my stealth meter's not going down, I think the only way to lose stealth is, wait, oh, there you are. Missed. Oh, I'll get you. Come on. Oh, come on.
5 cell remaining. Hunt them, kill them.
Oh, really? Oh my god, I'm terrible. I am terrible. And now the host is migrating. Fantastic. I guess that's one thing. If you're as terrible as a shot as me, even with a one-hit kill, it can be pretty hard to actually hit them. So we wait. Please don't just leave the session. So how are you guys doing? You doing alright? I just got my license, so I can drive around. Be independent and whatnot. There's some problems with the game. Mostly, like, you know, they call this a beta, but when your game releases a month before your game comes out, looks like we're actually getting booted here. Guess we'll have to find a new game. But when your game comes out a month before your beta is released, I mean a month after your beta is released, this is not a beta. This is a demo. You know, the most changes they can actually make. Like you see in the corner, it says this is a beta. All code, art, design, and balance is placeholder. Like the two things that they could actually really change, are like the balance and some network stuff. Like all the other stuff that might be wrong with this game is probably still going to be wrong. We'll actually try out the other game mode real quick. Like, you know, the shooting's not going to get better a month from now when there's some feedback on it. It's just not. Or whatever the other thing. Ooh, right stick controls this. Remember this from Crysis 2. But a lot of the broad strokes in Crysis 3 seem really similar to Crysis 2. Relatively unchanged, actually. Has like the same aesthetic stuff. No real news there. I'd actually be curious to go back to Crysis 2 and just sort of play both of these next to each other and see just how similar they are in a lot of ways. So let's see. Custom classes. So it's got, you know, Call of Duty stuff, custom classes. I haven't messed with any of that. I don't really care. We got this good old Scarab. This has sort of been the trademark gun for this series. Yeah, this is sort of team deathmatch, where we're also similar to Killzone actually, where you know it's a team deathmatch is always going on, but there's also other objectives. Oh. So yeah, that's another gameplay change, is that it seems that now when someone starts shooting at you, it'll actually initiate armor automatically. Even when you take fall damage like that. It seems that you still have a lot to gain from having armor on before you start getting hit. Oop, that's cloak. See, here's a nice glitch. So it definitely seems like if you already have armor engaged, you won't take as much damage. But like you saw right there, you know, you are rather fragile. It almost seems like you have so little health when you're not armored that turning on armor is basically turning on your health gauge. And if you don't have any armor, you die with 2 shots. So it's almost becomes a game of like, do you just turn on armor first, or like it's almost like since armor is initiated automatically that it doesn't even really matter anymore. I don't know. It's weird. 'Cause I scarcely remember that it used to be that you had your armor gauge and then your health gauge, two independent things of each other. But it also looks like when I boot up, yeah, actually, yeah, that's one of my perk things, I suppose, is auto armor. So perhaps Actually, yeah. I guess I was wrong on that. Auto armor's not a universal thing. You have to have it as an ability, I suppose. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Oh, we didn't do it. I was trying to air stomp. So that's actually pretty interesting. That not everybody has auto armor. It's just a class thing that I have right now. Because I'd be interested to see. I'd be interested, like, how fragile exactly. I'm gonna choose a class next time that is not does not have auto armor. So let's see how that works.
We have an alien bolt sniper rifle. Assist
Oh,
impossible.
oh! I just saw a dude. I swear. Also, you don't because it's two separate energy gauges now. You don't actually doesn't cost anything to jump or to sprint anymore. That used to take up energy. As you see, my stealth gauge is low. My armor gauge is fine. I mean, yeah. So you see each, like, you'll see them refilling independent of each other, which is pretty cool. Although there is something to say for maintaining a balance with a single energy bar between the two powers. Oh god! There's also mechs. Scare the crap out of it. That bow is not useful in this game mode, man. Oh! Where is this guy? Where is this guy? Is he up there? You're just standing on the mech. It also seems like the armor gauge doesn't go down when you move. It's like only when you're. Oh god! Oh. Okay, let's try a different. Let's try a different map, shall we? Let's be a sniper. Next time we spawn, I suppose. And, you know, you got your perks, or you got your kill streaks and whatnot. Maximum radar, aka UAV. Call of Duty tropes. If it's not fixed, don't, or if it's not broke, don't fix them. But it's also not very interesting. I still have auto armor. I don't want it to not have auto armor. Oh wait, yeah, it shows us the same class. Okay. Hopefully, it won't have auto armor next time we spawn. Oh! I also like this dual slide. Oh, that was a very good slide, actually. With this frame rate, man. It's a pretty good pistol. Oh, it just, you know, it almost feels like armor just doesn't do much. It really does, since you have so little health. Oh, I also have auto armor on this class. Since you have so little health, come on, let me stand here. When you have so little health, when you're not using armor, it's almost like, it really is almost like your armor is just your health gauge. It's kind of a bummer. No, I want to have a fighting chance without having to put on armor. How did I not? How? I shot you twice with a sniper rifle! With a sniper rifle, man. I'm sure there's a lot. There's probably plenty more to this multiplayer that I just haven't seen yet. Like, I'm sure there's you know, powers to be upgraded, new powers to be seen. Really, I haven't actually played a whole lot of this. It's mostly just been the last day or so of messing around with it. But I don't know. Nothing about it so far has made it something that I really want to spend a lot of time with anyway, so. Did I just blow myself up? Alright, let's see what else is out there. Let's do
Get over
this.
to the runway trench and be a turkey shoot. We have the crash site.
I'm ignoring the objectives. I just wanna kill stuff. I'm just the best team player. No! 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 Please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Seems like he really didn't see me. He would have just walked right past me if I didn't start shooting like an idiot. It really seems... I have auto armor on this too. What the hell? Maybe it's a profile thing. It's a pretty sweet gun. You look less invisible than you actually are on the map. Is a good way to put it. Oh! 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 Yeah, I just have a feeling that this multiplayer is not really indicative of how the single player is gonna be, because there was a lot of stuff in Crysis 2 single player that just sort of non-existent in the multiplayer. Like, most notable is like there's a lot of things about Crysis 2 that I liked about it, aren't really a factor in multiplayer. Like customizing your guns on the fly, using its like real-time customization mechanic. Oh, come on. Just the whole stealth aspect that can't really be a factor in this multiplayer stuff. Oh yeah, I killed you. Ugh! I don't even know what happened. He bowed me.
Hostiles have locked down the crash site.
What is this? Ooh. What is that? I'll shoot it. Yeah.
We got it.
That did nothing. Da, da, da. Yep. 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 Saw that coming. Any mistake it looks like I'm making is actually on purpose. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's true. Hey, the game's over. I like the vaulting stuff. I think having a large jump and the game just sort of knowing when you want to vault something, and most of the time it works pretty well. So that's pretty cool. I went 14 and 10. It looks like, or 6 and 10. I don't know. I don't know. I thought I did pretty bad though. So yeah, I guess that's I don't know. That's the Crysis 3 beta. Like, I'm sure there's a lot more to the class stuff I haven't seen, but I bet you pretty much know how this is gonna roll from here on out. So yeah, guys, I've just became level 6 and almost 7. Looks like I'll unlock a gun next time I level up. Thank you guys for watching, and come to provengamer.com if you got the time, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.